What's going on, gamers? We got an interesting video here to do, and it's what Mark Cerny just said about FSR 4.1 and PSSR 2. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I made this video last week, basically addressing that FSR 4 is not better than PSSR 2 because there was an argument on Twitter thinking that they knew what they were talking about. It's all about to get shut down now, which is actually funny. Mark Cerny officially right here, his profile on Twitter says it, and just tried FSR upscaling 4.1 in a few PC games. Keywords here, pay attention. It's based on the same neural network as the upgraded PSSR we released for PlayStation 5 Pro. There it is right there. He just let you know that PSSR 2 is beyond FSR 4, and that it is on the same scale and network as FSR 4.1. Now, we saw the CNN and Transformer models when FSR 4 and DLSS 4 were kind of like head-to-head last year. And this gives you the idea of where PSSR 2 is at now, or the upgraded PSSR, because they're not calling it PSSR 2. But you might as well say that, right? Though you see everybody else do it, but it's interesting. They're just saying the upgraded PSSR rather than PSSR 2, which I kind of find interesting. So this gives you the idea right here, guys. And that's why I say, like, everything that I was telling you, I wasn't just doing that to hype things up. No, I was telling you that, no, according to what I understand, PSSR is up there. PSSR 2 is just because you're just seeing it on a fixed PlayStation 5 Pro hardware. It's up there with DLSS 4 and FSR 4. And on a more upgraded scale. So FSR 4.1 is on the same neural network as PSSR. It's not an argument anymore. Mark Cerny is officially coming out and telling you this. But you got a lot of people fanboying and wanting to just make PlayStation look negative and try to come in and stomp out it with the PC, this and that. And it's like, well, it's funny that you do that, but right now it's looking bad for DLSS 5. And Nvidia has been on a tear lately, just being completely anti-consumer against gamers. Everything they're doing is betraying gamers, and everybody knows this. It's like PSSR 2 or PSSR upgraded is benefiting all of gamers on PlayStation that have a PS5 Pro. It's something that everybody is liking. It's not like a backslash like you saw with PSSR. So I can understand why that was happening. I was one of the people there with that. So right here we get the idea of, once again, Nvidia getting put in their place. It's nice seeing that AMD is doing this with Sony, or Mark Cerny, you could say. He's been with Sega before, too. He's always been good at what he's doing. So Nvidia is getting a slap now because they tried to launch DLSS 5 on the reveal on the same day with that fake AI scheming stuff, as we saw, looking like some sex model, over Sony's PSSR instead of letting them celebrate that. And it was like, why would you do that? And it backfired. And then Mark Cerny comes out again saying, hey, we got FSR 4.1 quality on PSSR 2 here. So what you got to say about that, Nvidia? You know what I mean? They get another backfire here. They get another slap, and they deserve it. He says, wonderful working with Jack, as we know, the lead here, and AMD team as we collaborate on AI graphics tech. Big win for Project Amethyst. And I think him coming out doing this is actually a statement as well, but in an intelligent manner, where it's like, I got some screenshots to show you here. Crimson Desert, look how good that runs on FSR 4.1. This is FSR 4.1. Yakuza 2 Kiwami, Mafia the Old Country, Monster Hunter Wilds. And he just posted some screenshots here. We got Oliver McKenzie coming over from Digital Foundry congratulating him because they're doing coverage on it lately. And we know how good Crimson Desert looks. Look at that. And we know that's Ray regeneration, all that type of stuff. This is all the good stuff. But this is why I wanted to make this, because it's like, I want you guys to let me know what you think. And we're going to read some comments down here too, because a lot of people had doubts about PSSR 2. But it's proving everybody wrong. And every game that I have tested and all the results I've seen, everybody is happy with it. Nobody seems to be let down. Spidey says, loving the new PSSR. It's been a game changer on many games I've played on. And it will be just a scratch of the surface future for what PS6 will be. Correct, because the toggle is going to be when you have PSSR 3 dropping, or the upgraded PlayStation, or whatever they're going to call it for PlayStation 6, and the toggle is already there. So it's going to enhance everything backwards compatibility for all the games you're going to be getting on PS5. Think about what you've already seen before and how every game's going to be benefiting in the future for that. That's a good thing. And this does not include like needing a patch or anything. That's all I'm trying to tell people, where it's like, guys, this is something that when you look the direction AMD and Sony are doing together, because how much consoles PlayStation sells too, is boosting up AMD in a way, and it makes AMD better. And this makes them compete more with Nvidia, who's pricing out everything. Do you think that this is a bad thing? You should not be mad at this. You should want that to happen. I'm telling you right now, because they've just been on a ridiculous anti-consumer spree lately. And DLSS 5 is just AI slop at the highest degree. We thought micro slop was a problem. This is like, oh, so this is what Nvidia is doing and restricting you on the graphics cards, and then coming in trying to rain on the parade of the PSSR launch. It's like, damn, man, look at them. And then telling you that you're wrong. Yeah, they came out and said, no, you're wrong about that. DLSS 5 is not any of that. And it's like, we could clearly see that, man. She got on a red light and everything. It's like, man, what are you doing? Right? So going down, he says, thank you all for your amazing hard work, Mark. Yeah, I mean, you're benefiting all of us. You're benefiting all the gamers. We're all having a good time with PSSR. You're the GOAT, Cerny. PSSR 2 slaps. And remember, this is coming to GTA 6. This is coming to Wolverine. This is coming to Soros. This is coming to the Marvel game. This is coming to every PlayStation exclusive, and all these third-party games. They're going to pretty much be required to have it on the PS5 Pro going into the PS6. There's a whole ecosystem there. There's going to be only exclusive there. You can sit there going and test out a ton of PSSR games on the PlayStation Plus catalog or PlayStation Extra. So, and that's only going to fill up in the future. So eventually it's going to be like when Nvidia will show all those titles and these are all getting DLSS enhancements, they're kind of going down that path. But in the console sense, and it's nice to see consoles do that. So Nintendo's going to be in that path too. I just hope that they don't get slapped with DLSS 5 in a way where it's like, oh no. But I think they're going to find a way to like use something else. Maybe like 4 in a certain way. We'll see what happens with that. It's still early, but right now it's not looking good for them. Nadab says, Mark, I speak for everyone when I say we need another one of your technical seminars. Well, if he can explain things and let everybody know all the improvements, I think people would like that. But I noticed, I thought he was going to drop a video for PSSR. You know how like PSSR had a video? The PSSR 2 video did not drop. I was interested to see if that was going to happen. Can't wait for PS6. The PS5 Pro has been worth every single penny, because when you do this the right way, you're building into PS6. That's why I don't believe in that PC launcher at the moment, because it's like, but you're kind of trying to build in that exclusive identity with PSSR, having your own AI neural network that is going to carry over for exclusives right now that are going to also carry over to backwards compatibility for the PS6. Like, it seems like they're kind of trying to push that ecosystem. Just like Steam wants to do Steam Machine, Steam Deck, and, you know, and have their own ecosystem like that. Nintendo's been doing that. They just combined it. So we kind of get the idea with that. So loving the new PSSR update. Games looking so much sharper and crisper. You are my favorite architect designer in gaming. Much appreciated to all the hard work dedicated to what you've done for PlayStation, or dedication you've done to PlayStation. You're a real goat for also playing on PC, Mark. Don't stop releasing PlayStation games there, even though I recently got a PS5. That's not his decision. They deserve all the audience they can get. I mean, that's up to Sony. So yeah, guys, it shuts down the argument here. Nvidia gets put in their place. It's no longer a question whether FSR 4 is better than PSSR, when really they're upgraded now on the same neural network. Remember, PSSR is pretty much FSR 4.1 and a fixed hardware specifications on the PS5 Pro. So whatever, like if you build a PC like that, that's what you're using FSR 4.1, but it's called PSSR in the PlayStation sense. You kind of get what I'm saying? Because he's basically telling you it here. So it's not really an argument anymore, and that's why it's so damn good. And I mean, it's genius stuff where these guys were able to take a backwards feat and bring that to the console industry and basically stick it to Nvidia trying to come in and rain on their parade. And basically like take PlayStation to the next level where Series X can't really compete. So it's like, it's not downplaying, it's just saying, okay, now you're showing that you're actually a mid-gen console. Whereas like the Xbox One X showed a huge improvement over Xbox One, you know what I mean? And the PS5 Pro showed an improvement over PS4. And that's what people wanted to see with PlayStation 5 Pro, and with PSSR 2, we're now getting that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, Crimson Desert is definitely looking well. I mean, I was hoping for a higher meta, but hey, you know, what else can we say? But, you know, finishing off on the comments, convinced them to put it on the 7000 series AMD cards as well, Mark. That's the impressive thing, how Sony is able to pretty much get it that way. That's what I was trying to say. So they definitely are going to be improving upon each other in the future, and AMD's only going to get better here. So leave a comment down below as usual. Let me know what you guys think about this. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Have a great day. Keep gaming no matter what platform you're on. You know how it is, guys. Good to see all this stuff happening. And yeah, more proof in the pudding.